All right, everyone, switch on your videos. Let's start today's class. Now, did you people have any difficulty in the previous topic related to tissues? Anything you wanted to ask?
No, ma'am.
No one? Very good. So, all of you are studying?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
good. Very good. Okay, let us quickly revise what we had done. So, we talked about the tissues and them being a group of cells, right? When a group of cells come together, we get a proper tissue form. Now we know that the tissues are present in animals and they are present in plants as well. Now tissues have very unique property which is called as division of labor, right? Every single tissue or the parts of the tissue, that is the cell, is responsible for performing their own particular function. Then we saw what are the various differences in between the plant tissue and the animal tissue, because we know that plant and animals, they are completely different organisms, right? And depending upon their differences, there are differences in their tissue level also. Now, today we're going to talk about the variety of the plant tissues that are there. Now, in this, we saw that depending, like whenever we divide something, there has to be some basis of our division, isn't it? Like if we divide something, we have to divide it on certain criteria. So when we talk about the criteria of plant tissue, the first criteria that we took into consideration is the ability to divide, whether the tissue can divide or they cannot divide. Now, all those tissues that can divide, they have the ability to divide throughout their life. We call them as the meristematic tissue. And those tissue that lost the ability to divide, we call them as permanent tissue. Now, on the basis of position, the meristematic tissue, they are of three types: apical meristem, intercalary meristem, and lateral meristem. What is the basis here? Position, right? You people understand the meaning of position, like whether it is on top, bottom, left, or right. So that is the position. Now, the permanent tissue has been divided into two types on the basis of what kind of cells are present in it, right? Now, for example, if the cells present in the tissue, they are of one type, all of them look the same. So that is what we call as the simple permanent tissue. And when the cells, like all the cells that are present in the tissue, they are of different types, then that is what we call as the complex permanent tissue. Okay. Now, the simple permanent tissue, furthermore, has been divided into three types. We have parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. And then the complex permanent tissue is divided into two, that is xylem and phloem. Now, these are the conducting tissues of the plant. They help in the transportation of water and the transportation of food. Now, yes.
What is Kaima brothers? Kaima brothers?
Kaima brothers.
Yeah, I think so. It's there.
Kaima brothers is nothing. I've never heard it. Where have you seen this? Kaima brothers? The only kaima that you're going to see here is parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. That's the only kaima. Apart from that, if you have anything, you can send it. Okay, I'll maybe help you. Okay. So now talking about, like, before we start the meristematic tissue, right? We are going to discuss meristematic tissue today. But before that, you people should know what do we call position in the biology. Like how we say front, back, top, bottom, left, right, normal English. But when we talk about in terms of biology, we say dorsal. Dorsal means backside. When we say ventral, ventral means front side. When we say apical, apical means the tip of anything, right? The tip of anything is apical. Then if I say lateral, then the sides of anything means lateral. So back, front, tip, and side. These are the common layman terms, but dorsal, ventral, apical, and lateral, these are the terms in like scientific terms to denote the position. Clear?
Yes,
Now
ma'am.
see, this is how we represent the meristematic tissue. Okay. Now, the apical meristem, just like the name suggests, apical means tip, right? So, the tissue which will be present at the tip portion will be known as the apical meristem. Then, the tissue that are present in between the two nodes. I'll tell you what nodes are. So those are the intercalary, and then the lateral meristem. As I told you, lateral is the what kind of position?
Side.
Sideways, right? The side position. So when we talk about the lateral meristem, it will be present at the side. So this is the figure that tells us about the location of meristematic tissue. Now, when you people will start noting it down, you have to draw this, okay, in your notebooks.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, let us talk about what are the characteristic features of meristematic tissue, right? So the first thing you people should know that the meristematic tissues, they are made up
Ma'am,
of the cells. Yes. Yes,
ma'am,
Tejas?
tissue are of two types, right? Simple and permanent tissue.
Hmm?
Tissue are of two types, right? Simple and permanent tissue.
Simple tissue,
Oh.
see here, this one. See? The tissues are of two types, that is meristematic and permanent. Meristematic is the one that will keep on dividing. Permanent is the one that will not divide. Then furthermore, we'll see differences like simple permanent, complex permanent comes there under permanent tissue. Okay. So right now we're going to discuss the meristematic tissue. Now we know that the tissues, they are made up of cells, right? So the cells of the meristematic tissue, they are thin walled. Okay, their walls are very thin and they are made up of cellulose. We know that the cell wall in the plants is made up of cellulose, right? We studied this in life, this thing, fundamental unit of life chapter. So the cells of the meristematic tissue, they are thin walled and they are made up of cellulose. This is the first point which is very important and you people should know about. Now, after that, you must remember that the meristematic tissue has gotten its name from its unique property, that is active division. Meaning the cells of this tissue, they keep on dividing and dividing and new cells are constantly being formed. And when new cells are constantly being formed, it means that the plant is growing, right? So the cells of the meristematic tissues, they divide actively and they are responsible for the growth of the plant in terms of length and thickness. Meaning they help the plant to grow in length, to grow taller and to grow broader, right? To grow wide. So that is the function of the meristematic tissue. Apart from that, the cells that are present in the tissue, they are in active stage of cell division. See, active stage of cell division means that the cell is dividing and then furthermore, it keeps on dividing and dividing. So there is no limit to it. Now, talking about, see, always remember that those cells that are actively dividing, they don't have vacuoles present in them. Okay, they don't have vacuoles present in them. Why? Because they don't need
They don't
anything
have
to
it.
store, right? They don't have any storage need. They have to keep on dividing and dividing. That is why they don't have vacuoles. Now, the shape of the meristematic cells, they vary. They can be spherical in shape, they can be oval in shape, they can be polygonal and even rectangular. So, depending on plant species and different kinds of parts of the plants, the shape of the meristematic cells, they would vary a lot. Any doubts up until now, students?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, so these are the basic characteristics of
Ma'am,
the meristematic.
xylem and phloem have vacuoles, right?
No.
Okay.
See, xylem and phloem, they are also responsible for transportation, right? So, for storage purpose, they don't have vacuole. They have other things such as parenchyma, their own parenchyma. You'll know about it when we'll study about them. So, characteristics of meristematic tissue is clear to everyone in the class?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
now tell me one thing.
Yes,
Why
ma'am.
only 3 students have their video switched on? Rest all of you are doing something else, huh? Everyone see students. Till the time the class goes on, the class duration is just 1 hour. How many minutes are there in 1 hour?
60.
60 minutes, right? So can't you people show me your face for 60 minutes? Right? Okay, rest of the students, Sarah, switch on your video. Everyone switched on their video, only yours is left. See, students, I don't do this because I like to do this. I do this because it is better for you to keep your video switched on, right? You have to be monitored for 1 hour. I'll see who is understanding. I'll see who's not understanding. I'll even see who's yawning. Okay, so it's good for me, sort of, but it's better for you that you people should learn more and you should like talk as much as you can to me. Okay, clear?
Yes, ma'am,
Okay.
clear.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So this
Yes, ma'am.
was all there is to know in terms of the characteristics of the meristematic tissue, right? Now we'll dive on to the different kinds of meristematic tissues, right? We know that the meristematic tissues are of variety of kinds. Now the first one is apical meristem. Now apical position means the tip position, right? The apex. Now, location of the apical meristem. So, it is located at the growing tips of the stem and the roots. So, wherever the tip of stem for the upward growth and the tip of root for the downward growth, the apical meristem is present. Okay, and apart from that, it is also present at the tip of branches and also present at the tip of axillary buds. Now, see what are axillary buds? See, for example, here I've shown in this diagram that the part on the stem from which the leaves arise. Okay, this is the stem, and the part that like from where the leaf is arising, it is making an axil, sort of like a 90-degree angle. So the
Yes.
bud that will be present in the axil will be called as the axillary bud. So at the tip of axillary bud also the apical meristem is present. Now, in terms of the function, so since it is meristematic tissue and it is present at the apex, so for example, if it is present at the tip of the stem, then it will cause the stem to increase in length. If it is present at the tip of the root, then it will cause the root to increase in length. All in all, what does it do? It increases the length of the plant. Clear to you all?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am,
ma'am.
got it.
Moving forward, we have intercalary meristem. Now, intercalary meristem is located at the internodes. See, node is that place in the plant. For example, this is a flower and this is the stem. Now, node is that place from where the leaf arises. This part is called as the node. Okay, the part from where the leaves arise. Okay, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, the places in between the two internodes, like the two nodes, is called as the internodes. So, the stem region between the places at which the leaves attach, there the intercalary meristem is present. Now, what is the function of this intercalary meristem? The cells are active and they continuously form several new cells and increase the length of the plant. They keep on increasing the length of the plant. So that is what the function of intercalary meristem is. Any doubts up until now, students?
No, ma'am, clear.
No,
All
ma'am.
right. Okay, now you people can note it down. Then we'll move forward. You can switch off your video while you're noting it down, okay?
Ma'am,
Hmm?
I have completed the first chapter.
The notes?
Yes, ma'am. The
Okay,
first
what
chapter.
about others?
Yes,
Everyone
ma'am.
has
Done.
completed their notes? Okay, I'll come to that. I'll talk about it. Okay, first you people note this down.
Okay.
Yes, Irshad, I'll explain the intercalary and lateral. Like lateral, I haven't taught you yet. Intercalary, I'll explain it again. Okay. Once you people are done noting, then I'll explain.
Okay.
Ma'am, can you scroll down?
I'm just ma'am, ma'am,
Yes.
should we draw this which you have drawn on the right side?
No, no, no. Don't draw this. This one
Okay.
I'll tell you when to draw. Okay. Right now, don't
Okay.
draw this.
Yes, ma'am, done.
All of you are done, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Now you people draw this diagram very nicely because this also can be asked in the question. Okay. Like draw the
Okay.
position of these meristematic tissue.
Ma'am, done, ma'am.
What are you asking, Tejas? Hmm?
Ma'am, can I switch off my video while writing?
Yeah, I tell you people to switch off your video while writing. I never ask anyone to switch on their videos while you people are writing.
Okay.
Ma'am, done.
Everyone is done?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you draw the diagram nicely. Did you label it?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Did you
ma'am.
write the positions?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good.
Ma'am, we have to note down this, right?
Yes, yes. Now you can note down the characteristics of meristemate.
दादू क्या कर रहे हो? Sorry, ma'am.
Done, ma'am. Ma'am, done.
Everyone's done?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you scroll up? Just one line.
Done, students? Students, are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Ma'am, done. Ma'am, done.
All of you are done, students?
No, ma'am. Just a minute. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Done.
Ma'am, this is the B part, right?
Hmm?
Ma'am, this is the B part, right?
Yes, the B, intercalary meristem.
Ma'am, what is B slash W nodes?
Oh, that is between. This is the short form of between.
Okay. It is before the internodes or after the internodes?
See, the intercalary meristem, it is located at the internode. Now, this internode is the, like, it is the region placed between two nodes.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, got it.
Yes, you people note down till here only for today, okay? And
Okay,
because
ma'am.
the time is over. Yeah.
Just 1 second.
Okay, okay.
Done, ma'am.
Ma'am, 1 second.